days. Hope you're having a great day today. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. Up, ready to take on my day today. So I've got a lot planned for today, and I'm like, all right, Lord, you're just going to have to help me get through it. So we've had easier days this week. Sometimes when you have a lot going on, don't like overwhelm and keep planning and planning. Like if your days are busy, you've got like it's overwhelming to get a lot of things done. Don't plan for like successive days of a lot going on. Like don't do that to yourself. Make sure you plan some downtime in between. So I know for myself, it was busy Monday for us, but I still had time to sit and watch a movie with my kids at nighttime. And then Tuesday rolls around and we had a very relaxed day. It was a very much relaxed day. We did school, we did all those things, but I didn't have anything like huge to do, which is a good thing. And then yesterday was Wednesday. Yesterday was another easy day for me. It was not like, just an easier, chiller day where you, at the end of the night, you're like, okay, this was a good day. Didn't have to do too much. We watched another movie. We're into movies lately, which is good. And I was able to go for a walk, which was really nice. And so today I'm like, okay, today's gonna have to be a busy day. So kind of balance out your week a little bit just so it's not so overwhelming, or stretch it out. Like it depends, like if you had a lot of little kids, a lot of high demands on you every day, and you still needed to have a good big day of doing things, break that big day up into every day of your week. That's what I would do. If I had a lot of little ones, which I have in the past, I would give myself like some tasks to do. All right, today from 1 to 2, I'm gonna do all that extra deep cleaning. And whatever I don't get done, I'm gonna start on Tuesday and continue doing that each day. So then by the end of the week, you're like, okay, I got my deep cleaning done. It took me all week, but I got it done. But for myself now, my kids are older, I can handle a deep cleaning in a day. So that is what I'm gonna focus on today. Today I'm gonna focus on some pumpkin. All things pumpkin. Well, not all things, but most things pumpkin. I pulled out my pumpkin. It's funny, I froze. Remember I had that big giant can of pumpkin? So, and then I froze it. Well, it's all liquid out of here. But what happened is I pulled it out many times thinking, it has pumpkin written on the top of it, but I pulled it out thinking it was refried beans. I'm like, that's not refried beans. So pumpkin, I need to do something with that today. So I'm going to do some pumpkin syrup for coffee. Never made that. I know it's super simple. I like going to Starbucks and getting a cold macchiato, and I can make them at home. I literally can make them at home. I have great tasting Mavericks coffee, love my coffee, and I'm like, you can just make the sugar at home. And I bought coconut milk. I'm like, hello, I even have the caramel, or Jaden, she won that at a shower, was some caramel syrup. So I'm like, I have all the ingredients. I just need to make it. So today is gonna be my day to make that. And then when we went to Michigan, remember Tim Hortons was like our favorite of all drinks, kept going and getting an ice cap. Googled some recipes when I was up there. I'm gonna make some ice caps today. We're gonna see how close we can get. So today's gonna be a coffee day. I'll probably have lots of coffee, which is a good thing because I got up super early. Got up at 3:30 today, isn't that crazy? It's 5:20 right now, but I feel good. I got good sleep, and I'm like, okay, ready to take on my day. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna make something pumpkin because there's a whole container here. I don't know if I'm gonna do pumpkin bread. I looked up a couple recipes. I have our own pumpkin bread that we enjoy making, but there is a pumpkin. I think it's a pumpkin a maple glaze, something crunchy. I'm not really sure. We're gonna see. But I was just thinking, when I grew up, my mom used to make basically Bisquick with pumpkin and sugar. I think I have a lot of Bisquick. I might change my mind and do that. I don't know, that or some pumpkin maple donuts. I'm not sure. I might save the donuts for next week. We'll see what I feel like doing. And then I was like, I need to do dinner because we're eating. Yesterday we had chili. I didn't film any of that, but we made chili and cornbread. We had cornbread left over, which is over there. We had that for dinner yesterday, but you've seen me make chili, so I didn't film any of that. So I'm thinking today to do chicken and dumplings. They do like that. Most like that. I think I have maybe one that has an aversion to it, but we had something yummy yesterday. So today I'm like, okay, today will be something you don't love, but you can eat it. So we'll probably do some chicken and dumplings. And then what else? I'm looking at my list. We have to clean. We got to do some deep cleaning today. I need to start because the holidays are going to be here. The holidays are going to be coming upon us. Isn't that crazy? So I thought, you know what? I need to start deep cleaning. So I've broken up my homes into like the whole month. So if you break up, like I did five sections. So like this week, I'm going to focus on my living room, my hallways, the boys' bathroom, and the laundry room. And then another week I have my kitchen and dining room. And then another week I have my bedroom and I think the boys' room, my bedroom and the kids' room, like boys' room, girls' room. And then another week we have the downstairs area and the stairs. That would be a fourth. And then the fifth would be like the freezers, the garage, because you have what, 5 weeks 3 times a year. So it gives me a chance to go down there and clean, which we're working on finishing up. I told you we're sealing that floor. That's something else I have to do, is go down and seal the garage floor. It's been drying and it rained, and I'm like, I need to get down there and seal it. So gonna attempt that today too. So there is just a lot to do. There's a lot to do. That's why I'm up early. That's why I'm gonna make coffee so I can continue with my day today. And then we have church tonight. So it's gonna be a great day. I'm gonna bring you along all the fun things, all the things pumpkin. I feel like the orange shirt was a nice festive touch to the orange pumpkin-y color, yummy food. So we're gonna have a good day. You ready for a good day? Let's get going. All right, so here is my bowl. I am gonna just add all my ingredients to this. So this is my pumpkin, which was in the freezer. So it's a 1/3 cup of pumpkin. We got that right there. And then you need a cup of sugar or Splenda. We're gonna use good old-fashioned sugar. And then it said 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna do maple. I feel like maple, oh, so much better. I feel like that's gonna be a good flavor. So maple in there. It's 1 1/4 cups of water. Cinnamon, it's a teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's make sure, sometimes it dumps in way too much. Cinnamon. And I have nutmeg. Nutmeg was hard to always find for some reason. So whenever I see it in the off season, I always buy some. There's some nutmeg. And then I don't have any cloves because I never do. I have a little bit of ginger here. A little bit of ginger, not much ginger. It says just combine, stir and occasionally cook for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm putting my stove here, and we are just gonna stir this and heat it up. We're gonna let it cook and boil. Sugar syrup, you can go buy those bottles. TJ Maxx sells them like crazy. I think back in the day they would sell them, and I only ever found like the sugar-free ones, and they just tasted horrible. They had that like aftertaste of like, the fake sugar. Never a yummy thing. So you have to make sure you get the sugar stuff. But look at, this is real simple. You could do a plain sugar syrup. I am sure with the same ingredients using just sugar and water. I'm pretty sure the sugar syrup would just be sugar and water. So it'd be very simple to make. So we're just gonna let this come to a boil here. Everything's separated. As it heats up, it'll get all good. All right, we're gonna let that go. Let me go see what else I can do while that's doing that. Okay, I do not recommend doing this, but I need to have like a little bit of oil on all sides of this. I'm gonna put it in my oven, but I'm not leaving it in there very long. I'm just turning my oven on, don't mind me, and I'm gonna heat it up for some bread, but I'm having a hard time finding that coconut oil. I looked at our Big Lots, they didn't have any, so I ordered it online, but then they canceled my order, so I went to the next town, and I was able to order 2, and it said, your order is pending, so we will see if I get it, and then the next one was like another, hour away to the next one, so I don't know, maybe there's a shortage of coconut oil. So we'll see if it works, but that container's got it all on the sides of it. So I'm just gonna put it in here for it'll start melting and I'll able to get it out. So I think I'm gonna do retro. It's Betty Crocker pumpkin bread. I was thinking about it because I have a lot of Bisquick. Remember I bought, I don't know, not this time, but a few times ago, a few months before I went to Michigan, a bunch of the Bisquick they had on sale. So I'm thinking I'll make that. It'll be easier. And then there was a maple streusel topping, so I can still do that for the top, which is really good. So perfect. Look at that. That smells good. All right, that's perfect. It had all chunks in it. It's not chunking up, so we just need to watch this. We need to watch it so it does not get yucky. Let me get up my mixing bowl. All right, so I've got my coconut oil all melted here. I have enough. I might do 2 loaves of it, but I don't have quite enough oil, so you can add applesauce to it, which I don't have. I have in my cupboard. I'm thinking, don't mind the thing open. I might just use olive oil, and that's okay. Can you use olive oil? You can use olive oil. It'll just be a little different. But just to maybe make 2, we'll see. So I'm going to put the recipe on screen. This is a retro one. I remember my mom using this recipe. I think she still does make this recipe. So I'm going to put it on the screen and just add it to the bowl. Okay, real simple. My house smells like melted wax because, you know, the coconut oil's in the oven. This is boiling away over here. Look at my containers. All right, small kitchen. It's not, I say small kitchen. I have a much larger kitchen than most and more than we've ever had. So I'm not complaining, but when you have a large family, you have a lot of stuff. It's just shoved in random places. So not shoved, put away. So I keep my pans up there because I don't make a lot of bread. I haven't. I'm going to, but I haven't. So this is good. And I'm going to use the Baker's Joy, the no stick spray, because you don't want your bread to stick. So anyways, my house smells like good pumpkin syrup. I've got my timer. It's got 2 more minutes. It was boiled for 10 minutes. I don't think you have to stir it constantly. No, it's just sugar. It's not going to stick. So that will be done. My oven's ready. Love my little Danish dough hook. This is the greatest tool. Thank you, Grandma Sandy. I just flung it on my counter. So this is mixed up. I'm going to spray my pan, put this in, and then I'm going to do another batch and then add olive oil because that's what I have. It's good. Use what you can do. So I decided I was going to use the big pan. I feel like this is going to overflow. I really feel like that's going to overflow. Or maybe it won't. It will. It's been a long time since I made quick breads. A long time. So I decided to do small ones right here. I found these at a garage sale a long time ago and saved them because they are like perfect size for smaller loaves. It's good to like put away and freeze. So I can just pull out like one. You know, because sometimes not, like I'm going to make these pumpkins and some kids are going to be like, I don't even like pumpkin, but some will love it or they'll absolutely love it and want more so that I can have a few smaller ones to pull out. They're just easy to pull out for like a quick, like let's just make one loaf out, like if we're having brunch or if I need to stretch some food or something, you can always pull out a little loaf of this bread. All right, perfect. I've got my spatula. Yes, finally. So I'm looking at this going, I feel like I need to take some out of here because I feel like that's going to be dangerous. But then I feel like I'm putting it in here, it's going to be dangerous. Some of you are saying, Amy, take some out. And it's going to be, I told you so. That's okay. I'm going to be very hopeful it doesn't overflow. Really hopeful. Okay, perfect. I'm using my finger. This is good. I'm going to put these in my oven, bake 350. It's about an hour for this one. This will be a little bit less because they're smaller. When you put them in the oven, don't put them the way, if you have small pans, don't put them the same way as your oven, you know, the lines on there because they're going to fall in between them. So I'm going to shut that. I wanted to put away my bread pans first. So that's going to bake. Was that pumpkin syrup, pumpkin bread? All right, I can start on dinner. Let me pick up this mess. All right, I'm going to come over here and switch gears and do my dinner tonight. So why are you making dinner? It is 5:55 in the morning, Amy, because Amy has a lot of things to do today and this is going to make Amy's life so much better. Do what you can do. Sometimes it gets slack for cooking early. You know what? It makes my life so much easier because if I waited until 4 o'clock and make this, the 4 o'clock hour is just chaos in my house because we're getting school done. We're trying to get together for church. We're trying to get everything all accomplished. So if I had to think about taking a half hour and putting it together, it's not going to happen. So this morning, the house is quiet. I've got my praise and worship music on and I'm able to sit here and get this done. This, for me, helps myself out so well. So you do what you can do in your family. So we're gonna make chicken and dumpling casserole. This is a recipe. Hold on, let me take a screenshot. This is my well-used Mennonite cookbook. I really enjoy cooking from here. We make the same one. It's just good. It's good. Everybody likes it. Well, most kids like it. There's a few that are, or I think there's like one or two maybe. Ooh, that was like an explosion. I think I have 1 or 2 that has an aversion to it, but they will eat it. So I'm gonna do mine a little bit different today because, you know, that's how we do life. Usually you cut up onion and celery I don't have any celery. I don't know why I don't have any celery. The reason I don't have celery is because I never bought any. I had it last month and like only a little bit got eaten, and I was like, why am I forcing? Nobody even eats this, so don't eat it. So I didn't buy any. But right now you should be chopping up your onions, and you should be chopping up your celery and making it nice and small and dicey. But guess what? And I have an onion. I just don't feel like cutting it up. So you know what I have? Onion minced. This is a lifesaver for $4. You can get an entire container. I think that's way more than $4 worth of onions. And that's okay. It'll taste fine. You do what you can do for your family. If you can cut them all up, cut them all up. And I do cut up things. I just don't feel like doing it today. Do you just not feel like cutting an onion sometimes? Today I don't feel like cutting an onion up. So for this, you are going to add, I'm just looking here. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of onion. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some onion. This is gonna be my dehydrated onion. And then I'm gonna add Saison, Saison complete. It's basically complete seasoning. Just put a little bit of this. This can be my seasoning. Instead of adding salt and pepper, I'll put the original recipe on the screen. I'm just doing Amy's size. This is the way I'm doing it. Let me get a garlic. Put some garlic. Oh, sticking on the lid. We just want this butter to melt in here, and then I'm going to add flour to it. You can do this however you want. I'm just looking at it, I'm like, I'll follow it like the recipe. So yes, my onions are all ready. So then you just take your flour, your sugar, your salt, which I didn't add salt because I added that complete seasoning. Basil, again, I didn't add that, and pepper in here, and then chicken broth. So basically I added some water and this. So this is what I'm going to add in here. And then you're just stir this up, and then you're going to add the remainder of your broth. So that was only 1 cup. I need to add 4 cups. This is going to get thick real quick. I would have just put the flour in there. Well, maybe it'll be less lumpy. I would have just put the flour on top of the butter and mixed that, and then mixed in my broth. But I guess maybe this will be easier. There's probably a reason she did this. So this is good. Let me get some more water. Remember, I'm making my chicken broth here. This. All right, stir this in. Stir real quick. That's 2. I'm gonna have to add 1 more cup. Okay, so I'm just gonna stir this up, and this is gonna get nice and thickened. And then I'm gonna add, she has adding peas to it. I'm gonna leave the vegetables out because I find that my kids, again, if there's no mixed stuff for some reason in there, they won't eat it. But if it's separate, it's okay. So you do what's good for your family. So I'm just gonna do this. Then I have chicken over here that I thawed from when I cooked all that chicken drumsticks and those chicken breast, because they'll eat it this way. So just get all the lumps out of here. Just keep stirring. All right, this is boiling away. See, let's get it thick. I'm gonna add my chicken to it. This is, hopefully it's thawed, probably not. Maybe it is. Break it apart with your spurtle. This is a good chicken and gravy. I guess you could do it over. I could do some frozen. There's a big chunk in the middle. Frozen biscuits probably would be really good with this too. But I have a lot of that Bisquick, so that's my goal, is to use that up. And there's like a frozen chunk in there. So basically, I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes till it unthaws. And then I'm gonna put this in a 9x13 pan. And then I'm going to mix up some Bisquick and just drop it on top. And then we'll bake it after the bread is done. So that's perfect. Or you can put it in the refrigerator, bake it at dinner time. I guess you can do whatever you want. For myself, I'd rather do it now because the oven's on, it's heated. All I do is heat up the food, because it depends on who's gonna be here to eat dinner. Let me bring you over here. Okay, I'm just gonna mix up and make my biscuit recipe in here. I'm using oat milk because we seem to like that. Here is the chicken. See, if you still got a frozen chunk, that's okay. It will continue cooking in the oven. So you will be fine if you don't want to. So pour this in here. Now normally add peas if you can do that green stuff in your meals. I just can't with some kids because they won't eat it. So instead of fighting and forcing, which I do sometimes, I tell them they have to eat it. Instead of doing that, I'll keep it on the side. So there's my chunk of chicken. There we go. Let's just break that up with the spurtle. Look at that. It's delicious. Okay, the other thing I wanted to make today was a Tim Hortons ice cap. Now there is a gazillion recipes online for mock Tim Hortons ice cap. I don't know, so I'm gonna try one. We'll try one and see how it tastes. This one, it wasn't the #1 choice, but it had caramel extract and heavy cream. Instead of heavy cream, I'm gonna use half and half, which is milk and heavy cream. So what I did is, I've got my coffee brewed right here. Delicious right here. You add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I just love it. Is that 5 ounces? I don't even know how much I brewed. Don't mind all the dishes. Let me see if I actually brewed. Let me go back here. Okay, I got about 4 ounces. Is that gonna be okay? We'll just do a little bit less. Okay, so I'm doing 4 ounces of coffee, and then you add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. So I'm gonna put that in coffee, so I will do a little bit less. So I've got 1, and I'm not showing you, should I bring you down? Right there. 1, 2, and then we'll do like 3/4 right there. And then this has caramel or caramel extract, so I'm gonna do some of that. This smells good. I'm gonna do, it's a tablespoon. I should have measured that, I didn't. That, some vanilla extract, and then heavy cream and ice. So what I want to do for my ice, because I like the way that they have their thing blend, I have my ice machine. I pulled this out of the closet here. I'm going to do some shaved ice. I feel like that would be better than in the blender where it's chunky. Seeing how I was not prepared and all that went on the floor, let me get some more. I added, I know it's gonna go down. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna do half and half. It's one, how much heavy cream? 1/3 cup. It doesn't, you know, your fingers are all wet. Measuring just because I want to do, okay, that doesn't seem like very much. I think if you blend it, it works better. Let me see. So we're gonna put this in here. I feel like I should do smaller for this. Let me get some out. I just don't know how much of this I'm gonna need. Ah, go like that. We're gonna go like that. Okay, so we're gonna add this and the coffee. I'm gonna stir it up. Of course, it's gonna melt all the ice, so we're gonna add more. So you want to, the ice, shaved ice wants to melt. So the bottom obviously, but I just don't have any more room. I feel like, okay, I think the caramel, that's really good. Okay, I'm like taking in the flavors, hold on. It reminds me, okay, so when you order a Tim Hortons ice cap, if you get a large one, I feel like it's got too much ice in it, and so it doesn't have the ultimate full flavor. So if you get a medium one, it's like the perfect mix, and that's where I feel like this is more like a large. But, okay, I'll take it. I'm gonna remember that recipe. That's actually really good. Tim Hortons ice cap, so not bad. So that is my food in the day in the kitchen here. I've got my bread, let me check on that. It's almost done, which is good. I think I'm gonna do, should I do the streusel topping? I should probably get that together. Let me pick up my mess here. That's actually really good. Got my ice cap in the morning, put my stuff away, and then we'll make the topping. Okay, I'm gonna do it's a pumpkin spice streusel. So I'm just gonna put it in a bowl, mix it all up. Looks delicious. Okay, my streusel, obviously I was supposed to put on the bread, you know, when you actually bake it. So I'm gonna mix this up real quick and add it. I think I can do that. Put your streusel on early when you put it in the oven. I'm hoping it's gonna do its thing. Hopefully, we're gonna be good. And then I think there was a maple, there's more. There's a maple glaze. There's more to that recipe. Let me look that one up. It's powdered sugar and maple syrup. Okay, I'm just gonna mix this. It's half a cup of powdered sugar and 1/4 cup of syrup. Perfect. We'll come back to the food in a little bit. The bread is cooling right here. This one, the other one is in the oven. I feel like it's gonna do its thing. I feel like I'm gonna be able to have, smells like chicken and maple pumpkin. That's good. That's good. So I'm gonna move on to the cleaning, the things that I wanted to get done today. Something I wanted to do in my refrigerator. I had put, I don't know, maybe last year, I feel like I put all the, maybe for when the power went out, I put all the like condiments in here, on this side on the door, thinking that's good because my shelves have gotten broken. I just need to order them. Let me put that on my list, order shelves. But let me give myself a list. Actually, my camera, order shelves. So I have 2 containers for the door. But what is happening is this door right here is not shutting all the way because there's so much weight on the door. So I constantly come in like, oh, the door's open, that's not good. So I think I'm gonna take the stuff off the door, which you shouldn't have, and put it in here. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, I think that's gonna work. So I keep my Smile Brilliant stuff in the refrigerator to keep it cold. It'll last way longer. So I think that's good. Okay, I'm getting out of this kitchen sooner than later here. So I think this bread, she had strips come up over the side so you could lift it up. I didn't do that. So I'm hopeful I can just take it out of here. It's gonna drop some of its streusel. Can't even see. But you're supposed to put this sauce on. I didn't think this through properly. So I'm gonna have to tip it, which it's probably gonna lose all its streusel, but then I'll put it back on. So, you know, put strips down so you can just lift it up. I was not thinking that through. Okay, not bad. So let me get another plate, you know, because we're doing this all backwards today. And let's just flip. That was not very good. Woohoo, look at that. Not bad, not bad. Perfect. So if you did what I did and not, you know, put the strips in, it still does come out. So this is really good. Look at this, delicious. It smells good, delicious. We'll cut into that in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna drink coffee. I'm gonna move over to here. I got all this. We got all that to work on. So let's move to that area. Okay, this is all an area of things I need to do something with. So let me, do we have anything? No, let me kind of pick my stuff up here. Okay, came in here. Maxine's dog bones came in, so I'm gonna put her, oh, you know what? I was looking for the cups for the animals. I'm gonna put it in the water. There it is. So, anyways, I was looking for that. I bought Maxine's bones, so I'm gonna pour these into her container. She's like, why do I not get any right now? So she gets one, Ruby gets one a day. Let me add another cat to Ruby's. Stuck together. Okay, perfect. That's it for dog stuff. Maxine's like, why am I not getting my dog bones? So those I put away. She already had one this morning. So what I'm gonna do over here, I got, these are a couple things I got. I got this book from the library, Bright Lights, Prairie Dust. You guys, anybody else watch Little House on the Prairie? Well, Karen Grassel, she's coming to our local library. So we are actually gonna go see her in person. I thought, how cool is that? So I got her book so that I can kind of know, hey, like what's she talking about in her story? So I'm gonna hopefully read this, hopefully real quick. I have like a month to do it. I had got a gift from Patricia Anderson. Look what she got me. or she made them. Homemade. Either she made them. It doesn't say she made them, so it says they're homemade. Purple hot pad. She said she's so excited I get when I see purple stuff because you don't usually see too much purple stuff. So it might be hers. It looks like the same handwriting. I'm thinking she made these. These are homemade. I think she made these. So how cool, because I do have I think Jaden had, when she was crocheting, she did some like round ones. I use them more as trivets, but they're not thick, so these are a lot thicker. So I'm excited. So thank you, Patricia. I'm gonna go put those in my kitchen right now so that I can use these because they are nice and thick. So very cool. And then Autumn got a birthday gift from Miss Barbara. She got a gift card for her birthday. So how sweet. You guys are so sweet to my family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's go back and finish over there. Let's put them to true test. How do they compare for the heated oven? No burned fingers. Nice. Look at that. There's my chicken and dumplings right there. Perfect. 4 minutes to spare. Nice. I feel like I should like hang them out. I should hang them up. I'll put them in my drawer here. Well, how nice. I'm so excited. Thank you. My hot pads get a little worn after a while. Those are perfect. Got this bread here. I got to get this out of the pan. Let me put this over here. Is paper towels and toilet paper, our big giant huge container. So let's go back to my bathroom and we'll put it away. Okay, lots of toilet paper, lots of paper towels. Our toilet paper, I ordered it 3 months ago. We still have some to probably take us this month, maybe, probably this month for everybody. I don't need to rotate the toilet paper because toilet paper doesn't go bad if it's up there for 20 years. Yes, I'd be concerned, but I'm not. So I'm going to take this and put it up there. Perfect. And then, so that I will not have to buy toilet paper until end of January, probably February. So, unless we have an explosion of needs for the toilets, hopefully not. Put my paper towels down on the bottom. All right, same day, new outfit, sweating. I was like, all right, I'm getting hot. It's muggy outside. We've got that fall weather, like it's, you know, it can be freezing and then it can be hot, so it's very muggy today. I think it's 70 out right now, so I've got my windows wide open. I could turn my air on, but you know, save yourself some money, just open the windows. But I'm like, okay, I need change, so sleeveless it is. So I'm going to start my deep clean. I'm not going to do all of it because I have a family and that family can help out and it's good for them to help out, so they're going to do a few things as well, but I'm going to do some just to get some of the stuff done that I would want done thoroughly, I guess is the word, and then the rest they can take care of. So I'm gonna clean up the fan blades. That's always like your number one. Work your way top to down. Sometimes I forget and don't, but usually if you work from the top down, because the mess, I'm gonna take all this and it's gonna put dust on the ground. And then that way the vacuums can clean up the floor. So I'm just going through and dusting all the walls real quick. I don't have a lot of little ones that touch everything all the time, so nothing is really dirty. I'm gonna have to wipe a few things like the doors and around the handles, but for the most part, they're not touching walls like they used to. We used to always have to magic eraser every single day or every week because there was constantly smudges everywhere. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna run my vacuum around the corners just to get in the very corners of everything, because I feel like the robot vacuums do a good job, but the corners, sometimes stuff gets stuck. Now it's easier to take all the cushions off the couch? No, because there's a lot there. So I just took that vacuum, kind of shoved it underneath there to get the crumbs, because I think we're gonna do a quick, real light carpet cleaner on top of all of it after, like, so we can let it sit and dry for the day, just to kind of do a surface clean with our little handy carpet cleaner machine in a little bit. The other thing I'm gonna do is wash all of our blankets that we have upstairs here. We have a ton downstairs, but I'm like, these I'll wash upstairs. This is Maxine's favorite. She like followed me like, where are you going with my blanket? It's not hers, it's ours. So I'm gonna put these in here. Isn't that pretty green? That's a pretty green. So many blankets. But I have a lot of kids, so you know what? Every morning when we sit up there and read our book, everybody's grabbing a blanket except for today because they're not gonna have a blanket to grab because there is none. So this is gonna go in here. Do a quick wash on that. Perfect. I've got the vacuums going because there's a lot of dirt on the floor. So I'm gonna make a list of what I want the kids to do that I didn't do in there. I feel one thing I'm gonna do is clean the windows. I like to do that because there's only 2. And I'm gonna do a good job on that. And then the bathroom, I have to go in the boys' bathroom, just organize it a little bit. So there's not much to do. I don't think there's that much to do. It's basically carpet clean the couch. I'm thinking anything else. I've already done Maxine's bed. My desk area is clean. They dusted yesterday. So I'm gonna clean the windows. That's gonna be one of the jobs left in the living room. Okay, so vacuums are going up here. I have everything I'm gonna get done myself up here. The rest is gonna be for the kids to do. I cut open the wonderful bread. Let me try. Anybody else do pumpkin bread with butter? Way better with butter. That was really good. So what I'm gonna do now is go down to my garage and make sure that it's all prepped and ready for me to put the sealer on it today. I'm not gonna bring you, just because it's more work to drag the camera down there, all those good things. You saw when I did it before. I'll show you when it's all finished and how it really looks good. So I'm gonna try to go get that done before everybody gets up. They're gonna get up, we'll do school, and then they'll do the chores. It's a great day. It's early, I got all my stuff done. I'm gonna be able to get school done. The sun's coming out. It's great, so I'll see you in a few. All right. Here's the living room. We are doing, we cleaned the couches so they are drying. Let me go outside. It's been a great day today. So I got down the garage and I got to put 2 coats down on the floor. So that's drying, which is nice. So we'll have that much better on that side. So we're gonna take everything out. We're just gonna take it all out and redo the other side. I know. It's one of those things like, if you didn't have so much traffic in there and so much movement all the time, it'd be fine. But since we do, you know, it's going to take its wear and tear in there. So just the reality of it. I hear acorns dropping everywhere. I'm just looking down at my driveway, realizing there's like a gazillion leaves and going, haha, it's going to be a lot of leaf blowing. That's okay. We'll wait for it to dry. So today has been a good day. I got all my food done. I don't have to worry about dinner tonight. We got all the cleaning done. Working on school, some finished, some still has to work. I was editing, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be finishing up my working part, like the editing, filming part, so I can be done for my day. And then tonight we have church, so it's an easy day. It's an easy day. I get to, if I had a pool, I'd be in my pool right now. I mean, I have a pool, but it's not full of water. So it's just so nice out, that sunshine. Maybe I'll come sit in the sunshine. Maybe I'll come sit in the sun today. That would be nice to do. Maybe I will do that for a few hours. Just got to find where it's going to be sitting in the driveway, maybe. I don't know. I might do that. I might go sit and relax in the sun. Give yourself some vitamin D. Once in a while, it's good to like, just to, I mean, I remember being with little ones in the house all the time, and like, I didn't step outside, like at all. I didn't go outside at all because you couldn't. You would lose a child and like something could happen because there's so many. And so, but I do remember a few times I would just open up the door and I'd be like, Mommy just needs a minute. I'd step outside and just take a breather for just like 30 seconds or for like a minute, just in that fresh air, and just go, okay, some sunshine, just some like, breathe that life into you, that sun right there. Just breathe that life into you. So I get you. It's hard sometimes to get out. So but when you get older and your kids are getting, you know, able to go outside and do things, it's still like you get busy with life, and sometimes you don't get outside either. So I know today, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my stuff outside today and sit in that sunshine. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Lots of stuff going on around the house, cooking and organizing and deep cleaning and all the wonderful things that go with making a home. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, you are created, and you are selected by God to do great, wonderful things. I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.